Hey, what's up guys, Nick here, and I'm back on MCC here to make another video. Today, I have something pretty exciting, pretty interesting topic to discuss with all of you, and it's about the MCC and the new update coming to it in the next couple of months. I, for one, am very excited about this, but today I'll be discussing whether it's a bit too late for the MCC to finally get fixed. We're playing some good old Halo 2 as we talk about the MCC update. Well, this is our first game anyway. Let me just say, I've not played Halo 2 in a very, very long time, so I'm not too sure how this will go. Hopefully well, but Halo 2 is definitely a Halo game that I've not touched that much. But today, I wanted to talk about the MCC update and whether I think it's a little bit too late, a little bit too past its sell-by date for it to have any meaningful impact on the MCC itself. You didn't know MCC came out back in 2014, I think it is now, so a very, very long time ago. And if you didn't really play MCC, if you've not really touched it that much, the game came out with a lot of issues. It was kind of broken, a lot of aspects, to the point where people kind of thought of it as a failure, kind of thought of it as a bit of a wasted opportunity for the Halo community, you know, when it comes to the games, etc. And 343 never really talked about it. They didn't really acknowledge that there was big issues with it until kind of recently. They said, oh yeah, we know it's broken, we'll fix it eventually, but they didn't do anything about it for a very long time. But now they have finally actually talked about it. I could have swore that was going to shoot that guy or hit that guy. Oh no. But 343 have finally acknowledged that there are some major issues with the game, and they are finally going back into the MCC to fully fix it. Well, hopefully fully fix it. That's the plan anyway. Hopefully they won't break it even more, or won't come out worse than what it already is. Hopefully it'll end up being the game that we always wanted it to. So just the other day, they came out with a status report for the next update for the MCC. Kind of let everyone know how it's going, what kind of things we're working on, and what is going to be changed about the MCC. And I read through it, and I'll be honest, it's very, very exciting. I can't help but get pretty damn excited about the possibility of the MCC kind of being completely remade and just fixed up to the point where it should have been when it came out. I'm not saying that 343 are completely not guilty now that they're going back and fixing it. The MCC should have never ever have come out in the state that it did, but what we can hope for is they learn from the MCC, and in future titles, Halo 6, even past that, they fully test the games, make sure they are in full working condition before they release, as MCC was going to be so big for the community, and it came out and it would just the opposite. It literally was the opposite effect of what they hoped it would be. It completely killed the community even more so than what we thought was possible. So yeah, hopefully that will never happen again. But some of the things they've been testing and updating that they mentioned in their status report is that they have been working on a lot of different little things about the game. So, you know, the networking infrastructure, that means like your connection and how well the game actually works, as there are a lot of connection issues with the MCC. For whatever reason, I think it's probably because there are 4 different games working on the one engine, or 4 different engines in the one game, should I say. So having all of them mixed into one bag is pretty confusing. It's pretty hard to actually get working fully. So they're working on making sure all of those work properly, as they should do, and there are no disconnects and no random little errors like there are in the current MCC. Other things they're working on is stuff like the user interface, or the UI. So the UI is getting an update, getting a bit of a refresh, which is good, as the UI is functional, but it's nowhere near as good or as nice looking as it should be for a game like this. It's kind of in there, it works, but it's not as good as what it could be. So they're redoing the UI, which is good. So I'm pretty excited to see what it looks like, to see how they change it and what it will look like with the new update. Other things they've mentioned is that the MCC will be downloadable in a slightly different way. So instead of having to download the entire game in one big chunk, it's a big game. It's a huge file size for people to download. So instead of having to do that, it'll be downloadable in different little parts. So if you just want a specific part of the game, or say you just want Halo 1 to 3, you can download Halo 1 to 3. That's what I've read, and that's how I understand it. I might be incorrect about that, but that's what I think they're aiming to do. So you can download specific parts of the MCC, so you don't have to download the entire thing. So it's not as big of a file size as it is right now, because it's crazy right now. And of course, they're doing an Xbox One X upgrade for the game, so I'm gonna guess that means 4K textures, all that stuff. And I, for one, am very, very excited for this. I cannot wait to see what Halo 2 Anniversary looks like in 4K on my Xbox One X. It is going to be glorious. It's going to be so pretty, and I am very, very excited about that. Of course, if you don't have an Xbox One X, this doesn't really affect you that much, but if you do, the game is going to look even better than before. So Halo 1 to 4 and ODST are all going to look absolutely amazing. And one more thing that they also mentioned in the status update, I'll put a picture of it on the screen right now. I actually find this extremely exciting, as it means they've kind of listened to the community. They've taken into account what the community would really like to see in the game. And that was one thing about 343 that I have to commend them for in recent times. They seem to have really listened to the community, or taking a bit more feedback, and it's showing with Halo 5 and just other things in general. They're actually seeing what their players want and trying to do that, or trying their best to implement whatever they can from that. So in this feature wish list, and keep in mind, this does not mean that they are definitely going to be putting these into the game. It's just, you know, wow, that teleport was the worst one I've ever seen. Hopefully, dude, wow. Okay, hopefully this never happens again with the new update. Please just never let that ever happen again. But a couple things in the feature wish list, which is very, very exciting. But keep in mind, just because they're in this list does not mean they're definitely being put in the game. This is simply what fans have requested or would like to see in the game. Whenever it gets updated, does not mean that's 100% happening. Custom game browsers, we have that in Halo 5. Basically, you can look up custom games and play with other people who are also running or hosting custom games. That is very, very cool. Having that in the MCC will be awesome. It's kind of like a perfect fit because obviously there are a lot of amazing custom games throughout all the Halo games, and being able to just have a custom browser where you could search and find all these will be so sick. Okay. Oh my god, this is such a close game. I'm terrified, dude. It's 48-48. Come on, team. No, we lost. Why? I'm so sad. 50-48. Come on, man. I've not played Halo 2 in a long ass time. I feel like my team let me down there, but it's whatever. You know what? It's whatever. That was a good game. Okay, now we're playing some good old Halo 3. Playing some high ground. I've been playing a lot of the Halo 3 Classic Throwback playlist on Halo 5, and this map keeps appearing for me, but I'll be honest, nothing will ever compete with the OG high ground. It's timeless. It is an amazing map. But some of the other things on the feature wish list, Halo Reach is a big favorite that they've put on there, and the fact they even took notice of Halo Reach and put it on this list is pretty interesting to me. It doesn't mean they're definitely going to put it on MCC or put it in the game. I would personally love to see it. I think it would be incredible to have Halo Reach in amazing quality. God damn it. Oh, I got him anyway. Okay, I'll take that trade. I'll take that. But the fact that Halo Reach even has any slight hope of being put in the MCC is very, very exciting. OG Skip, can you please just go away with your rocket? It's very annoying. But I would personally love to see it in super high quality, 60 FPS. Halo Reach is a really, really great game. It actually has my favorite Halo campaign out of all of the Halo games, so the ability to play that in amazing quality would make me very, very happy. But again, it's not confirmed. It's definitely not confirmed to be 1,000,000% happening or being put in the game, but it's something they've took notice of, something they are considering doing, which is enough for me. The fact it's being considered is awesome to me. But some other things that they've mentioned is additional/expanded Spartan customization, which is really cool for me. I love customizing my Spartans, so even more of that being in the game is very, very good news for me as well. There's simply not enough of it in the game right now, so more of that is very, very good. Halo 3 ODST Firefight is also mentioned. UI menu refresh, I already mentioned that, but they are hopefully going to be doing an entirely new menu, an entirely new refresh for that. So they're going to change things a little bit, but an entirely new one is something that I would be a big fan of. The new XP ranking and progression system will be very, very good, as there's not really a very good one whatsoever right now in the MCC. So having a completely new one that actually gives players a bit of an incentive to play will be a very good thing, I think. A file share, a file browser, add Halo 4 missing content, and a party up system is the remaining 3. So I think all of these suggestions are something that would greatly benefit the MCC. I think they would definitely mean a lot to the players if they were added in. I would love to see all of these. My favorite one would definitely be Halo Reach, but before someone says, oh, the Master Chief doesn't even appear in Reach, well, technically he does as an Easter egg near the end of the game, if you just want to get super technical. But at the end of the day, I would just love to see Halo Reach put in there, because you may as well. You know what? You may as well put it in there. And after that, they just do a Q&A, like frequently asked questions and stuff like that. So I'll have a link in the description to the blog post yourself, because there's a lot more information there than what I just read. I kind of just read out the features and planned features and potential features that might be coming to the MCC for you guys to know about. I just wanted to keep you guys kind of up to date. I think my plan is with any MCC news or updates, or just, you know, new information about the patch, I'm going to be doing it on my channel here, just to keep all of you in the know, unless you don't really follow Twitter or you don't follow Halo Waypoint whatsoever, like myself. I think it's a good way for me to keep some people who want to know about the MCC update kind of up to date on the information, so hopefully you appreciate that. And if you do want to see more videos where I kind of keep you guys updated on the MCC update, make sure you drop a like on the video, as it lets me know that you guys are actually wanting to see this stuff, instead of me just making these when no one's really that interested. Wow, I shot one guy and hit his body. That's unfortunate. But this brings me back to my question: is the MCC update too little and too late? Personally, I don't think it is. I think it's pretty good. I think it's very, very good, actually, that they're actually going back to fix the game. Should this have been done, you know, 4 years ago, 3-4 years ago? Yes, 1,000,000%, but it's better late than never. It's never going to be the big player base that what we all wanted it to, but the idea of MCC being completely fixed and completely, you know, playable for everyone that wants to go back and play the older Halo games on the Xbox One is fantastic to me. Should have been done a long time ago, but you know what, we'll take it. I'm not going to complain that they're finally going back and fixing it. But one thing I do wonder is, how are they going to market the MCC now? Are they going to be running adverts on TV or, you know, on YouTube, whatever? Are they going to let people know that the game is fixed now? Or are they just going to tweet it out and say, hey, the game's fixed, go play it? Because I doubt they're going to go to all this effort to just not announce it and make it, you know, widely known to the bigger community. People like me will know about it because I'm very entrenched in the community on Twitter and just in general, so I'll know about it being fixed instantly or when the update comes out. But for the bigger area, the not as hardcore Halo fans who still want to play MCC, how will they find out? So drop a comment down below. What do you think they're going to do? Are they going to absolutely spam it everywhere? Are they going to put it on the front page of the Xbox? Are they going to put adverts for it out again? Or are they just going to try and keep it a low-key release? So I'm very interested. I think they should try and add some, you know, hype to it. I think they should try and get people excited for the MCC update, but at the same time, it is quite a big thing for them to get people hyped about because it is a game that already came out. So the fact that they have to re-release the game basically is not the best thing. So it is going to be a very interesting time to see what they do about this update. But either way, I'm just very excited about this update. I'm excited that we're going to be able to play all these games the way that we were meant to way back when the game first came out. Obviously 343 made mistakes that they released the game the way it was, but at least we're getting it. At least we're actually going to be able to play the game very soon in the way that we were meant to all those years ago. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Hopefully you did enjoy. Hopefully they add reach to the MCC. That will be amazing. And hopefully all the updates, all the fixes they're doing will actually work and the MCC will be what we wanted it to be when it first came out. But if you enjoyed the video, make sure you drop a like. If you're brand new to my channel and you want to see more information about the MCC and just more MCC videos in general, make sure you subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Love you all. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye!